My beloved child, I know why you are here at this very moment. You did not stumble upon this message by chance. It was a divine appointment, a spiritual collision between your weariness and my eternal strength. You found yourself staring at the ceiling, your eyes wide open while the rest of the world is surrendered to the silence of the night. Perhaps it was 3 a.m., the hour when the veil between our worlds is thinnest, or perhaps it was a sudden jolt in your spirit that told you something was not right. Do not dismiss this as mere insomnia. Do not blame the coffee you drank or the stress of the day. It was I who laid my hand upon your shoulder. It was I who whispered your name into the quietude of your room, calling you back to consciousness, because there is something moving in the shadows that you cannot see with physical eyes. I have watched you toss and turn, trying to find rest in a season that feels like a never-ending storm. I have seen the way your heart races when the house is still a lingering sense of dread that you cannot quite name. I am here now to tell you you did not wake up. You were woken up by the Creator of the heavens and the earth. There is a reason for this divine alarm, my precious one. While you were drifting into a vulnerable state, I saw an arrow being aimed at your peace. I saw a snare being laid for your feet by those who wait for the darkness to do their work. I have heard the whispers of the enemy, the plans made in secret chambers to derail your destiny and steal the joy I have so carefully planted within you. You are my chosen one, and because you carry my light, you have become a target for the shadows. But they have forgotten one thing: I neither slumber nor sleep. I am the watchman of your soul, and I have intervened tonight because I will not allow you to be blindsided. I am shaking you awake to alert you, to prepare you, and to shield you. I have already blocked the strike that was meant to land tonight. I have already confused the tongues of those who spoke against you in the dark. But you must be alert. You must listen closely to my voice, for what I am about to reveal to you will change the trajectory of your life and expose the hidden things that have been holding you back for far too long. Before I reveal the face of the danger that has been lurking in your circle, before I show you the snake in the grass that has been masquerading as a friend, I need you to confirm your presence in this divine council. Do not let this moment pass in silence. Like this video right now to signal to the heavens that you are listening and that you accept my protection. Subscribe to this channel to join my army of light, ensuring that my word always finds its way to your heart every single day. Do not stay hidden in the shadows of doubt. Declare your presence before me right now by typing "I am here, Lord" or 7007 in the comments. By doing this, you are opening the gates of heaven over your life and telling the enemy that your house is no longer a playground for his schemes. You are marking your territory with my name. When you type those words, you are activating a spiritual frequency of restoration. I am waiting for you to answer my call. Speak to me now, and let us begin the process of unveiling the truth and reclaiming everything that the darkness has tried to steal from you in the silence of the night. You may feel a heaviness in your spirit, a weight that you've carried through the day and into the night. But I am here to lift it. I have seen the silent tears you shed when no one was watching, the ones you wiped away quickly so the world wouldn't see your struggle. I was there in every moment of confusion, in every hour you spent wondering if you were truly alone. You are not alone, my child. I am your defense and your high tower. The reason your sleep was disturbed is that I am rearranging your reality. I am removing the veils from your eyes so that you can see the truth about the people around you and the path ahead of you. This is not a moment of punishment. It is a moment of profound deliverance. The alarm I sounded in your heart tonight is the beginning of your freedom. Trust me, for I am the God who sees all things, knows all things, and loves you with an everlasting love that no shadow can ever extinguish. Listen to the rhythm of my voice, for it is the sound of many waters coming to wash away your anxiety. The world is loud and the enemy is subtle, but my truth is a consuming fire that burns away every lie. You have been feeling an urgency lately, haven't you? A sense that the clock is ticking and that something is about to break. That urgency is not a product of your imagination. It is the Holy Spirit's nudge preparing you for a shift that the world cannot understand. I have woken you up because I am about to perform a surgery on your life, removing the malignant influences that have been draining your vitality. Do not be afraid of the quiet or the dark, for even the darkness is as light to me. Sit with me in this space, breathe in my peace, and prepare your heart, for the revelations I have for you are the keys to the doors you have been pounding on for years. Your season of being hidden and hunted is over. Your season of being seen and protected has begun. My child, I have watched you in those quiet, agonizing moments when you lay perfectly still, yet inside you feel as though you are running a race you cannot win. I have seen you press your hand against your chest, trying to soothe the physical ache that manifests when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear. It is that suffocating pressure, that phantom weight that arrives just as the lights go out, making every breath feel like a labor and every heartbeat feel like a hammer against your ribs. You have wondered if something is physically wrong with you or if the stress has finally broken your body, but I am here to tell you that I have seen every labored breath. I was there when you gasped for air in the middle of the night, feeling a sudden wave of dread wash over you for no apparent reason. This heaviness is not merely a biological response, it is the atmospheric pressure of the battle occurring in the unseen realm around you. Your spirit is sensitive and it is reacting to the arrows of anxiety that the enemy is firing at your peace. I saw you trying to deep breathe your way through the panic, and I want you to know that I was holding your hand, even then steadying your pulse when you felt you might lose control. I have seen your mind become a prison of what-ifs and if-onlys. While the world thinks you are resting, I see the gears of your intellect grinding against one another, replaying past conversations, dissecting every mistake, and projecting terrifying scenarios into a future that hasn't happened yet. This racing mind is not a sign of your weakness, but a sign that the enemy is terrified of your potential. He seeks to clutter your thoughts with noise so that you cannot hear my whisper. I have seen you stare into the darkness, your eyes burning with exhaustion, while your brain refuses to switch off, jumping from one worry to the next like a wildfire jumping from tree to tree. You find yourself overthinking the smallest details, how someone looked at you, what a cryptic message meant, or how you will survive the coming month. I know the exhaustion that comes from being your own harshest critic and your own most relentless interrogator. I see the mental fatigue that makes you feel 100 years old, even when you should be in your prime. This mental chaos is a calculated distraction, a smokescreen designed to keep you from seeing the path of prosperity I have already cleared for you. You must understand, my precious one, that what you are experiencing is not just a medical condition or a personality trait. It is a state of spiritual warfare. The enemy knows that if he can keep your chest heavy and your mind racing, he can drain your vitality before you ever get a chance to step into your calling. He wants you so tired that you stop praying, so anxious that you stop dreaming, and so overwhelmed that you lose your focus on me. But I am the Prince of Peace, and I am stepping into your bedroom tonight to command the storm to be still. I have seen the way you have tried to fight this on your own through sheer willpower and logic, but these are spiritual chains that require my divine touch to break. You have been carrying a burden I never asked you to carry. You were meant to be a vessel of my light, not a reservoir for the world's darkness. Every time you feel that sudden spike of adrenaline in the middle of the night, it is a signal that your spiritual armor needs to be reinforced. I am not punishing you. I am showing you the intensity of the value I have placed upon your life. The enemy does not attack what is empty. He attacks the gold mine he knows is buried within you. Because you are my chosen one, your sensitivity is heightened. You feel the shifts in the spiritual atmosphere before others do. This is why you feel the shadow before it even enters the room. I want you to take a moment now, even as you hear these words, to acknowledge that you are not losing your mind, and you are not alone in this fight. This is the moment where we begin to turn the tide. Before we go deeper into the source of this warfare and identify the snake that has been feeding this anxiety, I want to invite you to join this family of light. Press the like button right now as an act of agreement with my peace and subscribe to this channel to ensure you stay connected to my daily guidance. By doing this, you are signaling to the heavenlies that you are no longer a victim of the darkness, but a child of the King who is reclaiming their mental sanctuary. Do not let the enemy keep you isolated in your overthinking. Join those who walk in my light and watch how the shadows begin to retreat when you stand in unity with my word. I am breathing into your lungs right now, my child. Can you feel the slight release? Can you feel the warmth beginning to spread through your chest, melting the ice of fear? I am the one who gives you the spirit of a sound mind. I am the one who silences the accuser. Your racing thoughts are about to be replaced by a divine stillness that surpasses all human understanding. The exhaustion you feel will be washed away by my supernatural rest. I am taking the wheel of your mind and I am steering you away from the jagged rocks of worry toward the calm waters of my grace. You don't have to figure it all out tonight. You don't have to solve the problems of tomorrow in the middle of the night. I am already in your tomorrow, arranging the victory. Rest in the knowledge that I have seen every moment of your struggle and I have already provided the way out. This heavy chest is being lightened, and this racing mind is being hushed by the authority of my voice. I have seen the way you glance toward the corners of your room when the light fades, feeling a presence that your physical eyes cannot quite define. It is that prickle on the back of your neck, the sudden intuition that you are being watched, or the heavy realization that someone somewhere is speaking your name with bitterness. You are not imagining this, my beloved. I have watched the spiritual atmosphere shift around you when you enter certain spaces. I have seen the arrows of jealousy aimed at your back by those who smile to your face. There is a shadow that has tried to linger in your sanctuary, a coldness that tries to seep through the walls of your peace. This shadow is the manifestation of the envy others harbor toward the favor I have placed upon your life. You feel it as a sudden drop in temperature in your spirit, a sense of unease that makes you want to check the locks on your doors twice. I am here to tell you that I see the hidden daggers and the whispered conspiracies. I have seen the people you once trusted begin to turn cold, their words becoming clipped, and their hearts becoming distant. You have felt the sting of this unexplained shift, wondering what you did wrong. But I tell you, it is not your fault. It is my light in you exposing the darkness in them. Your dreams, my child, have become a battlefield where the enemy tries to gain the ground he cannot take during the day. I have been there in the midst of your night terrors, watching as you were rumbled by visions of being chased by things you could not see. I saw the dreams of snakes slithering in the grass near your feet, trying to strike at your heels. I saw the muddy waters that threatened to pull you under, and the unsettling dreams where your strength seemed to fail you or your voice was taken away. These are not mere fragments of a tired brain. They are the enemy's attempts to plant seeds of fear and confusion while you are vulnerable. I have seen you wake up with your heart pounding, the remnants of a nightmare clinging to you like a shroud. I was the one who pulled you out of those dreams, the one who broke the cycle of the chase. I am the interpreter of dreams, and I am showing you these symbols, the snakes, the dark water, the falling, as a warning that there are people in your life who are not who they claim to be. Their deception is trying to enter your subconscious, but I am standing guard at the threshold of your mind. The coldness you feel in your relationships is a divine hedge of protection, though it feels like rejection. I have seen you sit in rooms full of people and feel more alone than ever, sensing a wall that has been built between you and those you thought were your tribe. You have noticed the way conversations stop when you enter a room, or the way invitations have suddenly ceased. My child, do not weep over the chairs that are being emptied at your table. I am the one who is shaking the table. I am the one who is allowing the masks to slip so that you can see the true faces beneath. I have seen the shadow that follows you, trying to drain your joy through the disappointment of others. It is an energy that feeds on your desire to be loved and accepted, but I am teaching you that my acceptance is the only foundation that cannot be shaken. The loneliness you feel is my way of pulling you into a sacred isolation where I can whisper the truth to you without the interference of those who wish for your downfall. I have seen you searching for answers, looking for a logical explanation for why the atmosphere of your life has grown so heavy. You have felt a strange watchfulness over your finances, your health, and your family, as if an invisible eye is looking for a weak spot to exploit. I am the all-seeing God, and I want you to know that nothing is hidden from my sight. For every shadow that tries to loom over you, my glory is 1,000 times brighter. I have seen the enemy trying to mark your territory, but I have already marked you with the blood of my Son. The shadow in the room is not a sign of your defeat. It is a sign that the enemy is desperate because he knows he is about to be evicted. I am turning the lights on in every dark corner of your life. Every hidden motive, every secret alliance against you, and every spirit of heaviness is being exposed by the radiance of my presence. You can breathe now, for the shadow is not the master of this house. I am. My precious child, I created you with a heart that feels more than most. I saw you when you walked into a room and immediately felt the shift in the atmosphere, even when everyone was smiling. I have watched you absorb the unspoken pain of others, carrying their grief as if it were your own, and leaving social gatherings feeling as though you had run a marathon without moving an inch. You have often wondered why you are so sensitive, why the world feels so loud, and why the emotions of strangers can sometimes weigh you down like lead. I am here to tell you that this is not a defect in your design. It is the mark of a chosen one. You are a spiritual empath, a vessel I have crafted to bridge the gap between heaven and earth. But I see the heavy price you have paid for this gift. I have seen the nights you couldn't sleep because you were processing the negativity of people who don't even realize they are draining you. You have been acting as a sponge for a world that is saturated in darkness, and tonight your container is full. Because you carry such a high frequency of my light, you have become a natural target for those who live in the shadows. I have seen the energy vampires who find their way to you, drawn to your warmth like moths to a flame. They lean on your strength while offering nothing in return. They pour their trauma into your ears and walk away lighter, leaving you to stagger under the weight of their shadows. I have seen the imposter who has been lurking in your circle, pretending to be a confidant while secretly resenting the very light they seek to borrow. Your intuition has been screaming at you lately, hasn't it? That uneasy feeling in your gut when they speak, that sudden desire to pull away, that is my spirit alerting your spirit. Your sensitivity is not a curse. It is my divine radar system. It is alerting you that there is a wolf in sheep's clothing nearby, someone who smiles at your face but drains your spirit the moment you turn your back. I want you to understand that being chosen for this level of sensitivity means you must learn to be a vessel, not a reservoir. You were never meant to hold on to the toxic energy of others. I have seen you trying to fix people who have no intention of changing, sacrificing your own peace to keep their world from falling apart. I have watched you exhaust yourself trying to be the light for people who are committed to their own darkness. My child, you cannot save those who do not want to be saved, and you must not allow their chaos to become your identity. Tonight I am stripping away the layers of other people's baggage that you have been wearing. I am cleansing your spirit of the resentment, the jealousy, and the heavy sorrow that does not belong to you. You have been carrying the burden of the empath for too long without coming to me for the refill you so desperately need. I want you to take a deep, soul-cleansing breath right now. Feel my presence surrounding you like a warm blanket. As you exhale, I want you to release the faces of those who have drained you. Release the conversations that left you feeling empty. Release the guilt of not being able to fix everyone. I am the only one who can truly heal, and I am telling you now. It is okay to be still. It is okay to protect your peace. Your scars are your credentials and your sensitivity is your strength, but only when it is anchored in me. I am placing a filter over your spirit tonight. From this moment on, you will perceive the darkness without absorbing it. You will see the snake without being bitten. I am strengthening your inner walls so that you can fulfill your mission without losing your soul. Rest now in the knowledge that I am the one who carries the world so you don't have to. My child, the time has come for me to pull back the curtain on the deception that has been weaving its way through your life. I know you have felt a strange friction lately, a sense that someone close to you is no longer vibrating at the same frequency of truth as you are. You have felt a coldness in their hello and a hidden edge in their advice. I am confirming tonight what your spirit has been whispering: there is a snake in the grass. This is not a person from far away, but someone who has had access to your garden. Someone who has sat at your table and eaten your bread while secretly counting your blessings with an eye of envy. I have seen them smile at your face while their heart was full of bitterness. I have heard the conversations they had about you when they thought I wasn't listening. They present themselves as a supporter, as a check-in to see how you are doing, but their "how are you" is actually a search for a weakness to exploit. They are not checking on you. They are checking to see if you have failed yet. This person is blinded by a spirit of jealousy that they refuse to acknowledge. They look at the favor I have placed upon you, the way you carry yourself through the fire, the way you remain resilient even when the world tries to break you, and they feel a deep, burning resentment. They want the fruit of your labor without the roots of your discipline. They want your light, but they are unwilling to walk the path of the shadows that you have conquered. I have seen them subtly planting seeds of doubt in your mind, trying to make you question the very gifts I gave you. They use concern as a weapon, saying things like, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" Or, "Maybe you should play it safe," when in reality they are terrified of what will happen when you finally realize who you are in me. This is a jealousy disguised as friendship, a poison coated in sugar. They have been waiting for you to trip, for you to lose your footing so they can feel better about their own stagnation. But I have seen the knife they hold behind their back, and I am here to disarm them before they can strike. The reason I disturbed your sleep tonight, the reason I shook your spirit awake at this hour, is because I will not allow my chosen one to be blindsided. I do not want you sleeping in a false sense of security while the enemy is sharpening his blade in the dark. I have seen the trap they set for your reputation, the subtle words they spoke to influential people to try and dim your shine. But I am the God who exposes the hidden things of darkness. I am the one who brings the secrets of the heart into the light of day. I am telling you now, watch their actions, not their words. Watch how they react when you have a victory. Do they truly rejoice, or is there a shadow that crosses their face? Watch how they speak of others to you, for that is exactly how they speak of you to others. I am giving you eyes to see through the mask, for the season of being played for a fool is over. You were born for greatness, and I am pruning your circle so that your branches can finally bear the heavy fruit I have destined for you. You might feel a sense of grief as this revelation sinks in. You might want to ask why me or how could they, but I tell you, do not waste your tears on a betrayal that I am using for your deliverance. This separation is my mercy in disguise. I am removing the weights that have been dragging you down. Every time a snake is removed from your life, a new level of my glory is released. I am making room for the soul tribe I promised you. People who will sharpen you, protect you, and love you with the same unconditional love I have for you. Stand firm, my child. Do not confront them in your own strength or with anger. Let me be your vindicator. Be still and know that I am God. While they are busy plotting, I am busy promoting you. While they are whispering lies, I am shouting my truth over your life. The snake has been exposed, and its venom can no longer touch you because you are covered by my wings. The light has come, and the darkness must flee. I have spoken through the ages, and my words remain a lamp to your feet. But tonight I am breathing life into those ancient promises so you can feel their weight in your very soul. You have often wondered why the truth seems so elusive in this world of shadows. But I tell you now, there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, and nothing hidden that will not be made known. Whatever has been whispered in the darkest, most private rooms will be shouted from the rooftops in the light of day. I have seen the secret meetings held to discuss your downfall. I have heard the quiet murmurs of those who plotted to take what I have given you. Do not fear their secrecy, for my light is an unstoppable force that pierces through every veil of deception. When they think they are most hidden, they are most visible to me. I am the God who brings every secret thought into judgment, and tonight the process of exposure has begun. You have felt the vibration of this truth in your spirit, and that is why you cannot rest. Your soul is catching the echoes of the walls of lies beginning to crumble. Do you not realize that I speak to my children even when they are not looking for me? I speak once and even twice, though man may not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men while they slumber on their beds. It is then that I open their ears and seal my instructions. I do this to turn you away from a wrong purpose and to keep you from the pride that leads to destruction. I am whispering to you now because I am keeping your soul back from the pit and your life from perishing by the sword of betrayal. This restlessness you feel, this inability to find a peaceful slumber, is not a failure of your body. It is a divine intervention. I am sealing the truth in your heart so that when you wake and face the world, you will have a discernment that you did not possess yesterday. I am making you wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. I am showing you the pitfalls before you step into them, and I am revealing the intentions of the hearts around you so that you can walk in total freedom. You have been taught to fear the night, but I tell you that the night is where I perform my greatest acts of rescue. This insomnia you have been fighting is actually a form of spiritual deliverance. While you are awake with me, I am performing surgery on your discernment. I am removing the cataracts of naivety that have allowed you to trust the untrustworthy. I am sharpening your spiritual ears so that you can hear the hiss of the enemy beneath the honey of their words. There is a divine necessity for this exposure. If I did not reveal the snake, you would continue to nourish it at your own table. If I did not wake you up, you would remain asleep while the enemy sowed tares among your wheat. I am the great deliverer, and my method of deliverance often begins with a revelation that hurts before it heals. Do not beg for sleep when I am offering you sight. Do not ask for comfort when I am offering you clarity. The truth I am unfolding before you is the key that unlocks the next level of your destiny. I have seen the pain that comes when a heart is exposed as false, especially when that heart belonged to someone you loved. But remember, my child, that I am the potter and I know the quality of every vessel. Some vessels are made for honor and some for dishonor. I am simply showing you which is which so you don't pour your precious oil into a broken jar. This exposure is an act of my supreme love for you. I would rather you face a moment of painful truth than a lifetime of comfortable lies that eventually lead to your ruin. I am building your character through this trial. I am teaching you that your safety does not lie in the loyalty of men, but in the sovereignty of my word. My word never returns void. It is a double-edged sword that divides soul and spirit, joints and marrow, and it is currently dividing your true allies from your hidden adversaries. Stand still in this light. Let it wash over you, let it reveal what needs to stay and what must be cast out. You are being refined in the fire of truth, and you will emerge as pure gold, unshakable and protected by the very word that spoke the universe into existence. I have seen you sitting in the aftermath of a conversation, feeling a sudden, inexplicable exhaustion that weighs down your limbs like lead. You walk into a room vibrant and full of life, but you leave it feeling hollow, as if someone has reached inside your soul and dimmed the lights. My child, you have been wondering why you feel so drained despite your best efforts to stay positive. I am here to reveal the truth to you. You have been surrounded by those who do not wish to walk with you, but to feed off you. These are the energy vampires, those who are drawn to your light not to reflect it, but to consume it because their own internal lamps have gone out. I have watched them lean on your strength while refusing to build their own. I have seen them pour their endless complaints, their toxic dramas, and their unhealed traumas into the vessel of your heart, leaving you to carry a burden that was never yours to bear. You are a natural giver, a compassionate soul, but I did not create you to be a dumping ground for the world's refuse. These individuals are subtle in their approach. They often come disguised as those in need, using crises to demand your constant attention and concerns to keep you tethered to their low frequency. I have seen how they manipulate your kindness, making you feel guilty for setting boundaries or for needing time to yourself. They want access to your peace because they lack their own. But notice, my beloved, that no matter how much you give, it is never enough. No amount of your advice, your time, or your prayer seems to change their situation, because they are more in love with the attention their problem brings than the solution I offer. They are like leeches on your spiritual vitality. Every time you pick up that phone call, you dread or agree to a meeting that your gut tells you to avoid. You are allowing your precious oil to be spilled on ground that will never yield a harvest. I am telling you tonight, your energy is a sacred currency. Stop spending it on those who are committed to their own bankruptcy. Imagine your life is like a container I have given you. You were created to be filled with joy, peace, confidence, and creative fire. But you have a limited amount of room in that vessel. Every time you allow someone else's bitterness, their constant negativity, or their victim mentality to take up space in your container, you are pushing out the good things I have for you. If you allow their guilt and their drama to occupy your thoughts at 3 a.m., that is space you no longer have for the confidence and the vision you need to fulfill your destiny. I have seen you trying to be good by tolerating these people, but I tell you, it is not good to allow your God-given purpose to be suffocated by someone else's refusal to grow. I am the one who gives you the power to soar, but you cannot fly when you are carrying the weight of those who refuse to use their own wings. I am calling you to empty out the negative tonight. I am giving you the permission you've been seeking to say no to the drain and yes to the divine. The isolation you have been feeling lately is not a sign that you are unwanted. It is my divine shielding in action. I am purposefully disconnecting the wires that have allowed these vampires to tap into your spirit. I am creating a quiet zone around you so that you can finally hear my voice over the roar of their demands. This season of solitude is my way of restoring your soul. I am pruning the people in your life who are mere consumers, so that I can bring in the contributors, the soul tribe, who will pour back into you with the same measure you give. Do not fear the silence. Do not reach back out to those I am removing. I am protecting your frequency because you are about to step into a level of influence where you cannot afford to be depleted. I am taking my hands and placing them over the leaks in your life. You are not being abandoned. You are being insulated. Understand this. My chosen one, your light is precious, and it is meant to illuminate the path for many, not to be snuffed out by the few. I have seen the fatigue in your eyes, and I am here to replenish you. But you must cooperate with my spirit. You must learn to discern between a divine assignment and a distraction. A divine assignment will challenge you, but it will also energize you. A distraction will only ever leave you empty. I am sharpening your intuition tonight so that you can sense the drain before it begins. I am placing a wall of fire between you and the energy vampires. From this moment on, when they try to tap into your peace, they will find the door locked. You belong to me, and your vitality is reserved for the mission I have placed before you. Breathe in my strength. Let the heaviness lift. You are being refilled with a fire that no one can steal. My child, as the truth about those who drained you comes to light, you may feel exposed or vulnerable. You may feel as though your life has been a house with open doors, allowing anyone to enter and take what they pleased. But I am here to tell you that the season of being unprotected is over. I am activating a divine shield around you right now, a barrier of holy fire that no human malice and no spiritual weapon can penetrate. I have seen the arrows fired at you in the dark. I have seen the arrows of gossip, the arrows of envy, and the arrows of silent sabotage aimed directly at your heart. I saw them coming toward your peace, and I want you to know that I have been the unseen wall that intercepted every strike. I did not bring you through the wilderness just to let you fall at the threshold of your blessing. I am standing as a mighty warrior at your side, and I am the Lord, your shield. Every plan that was hatched in secret to humiliate or derail you is being dismantled by my hand at this very second. You are not falling apart. You are falling into my grace. Hear me now. The trouble that came to stop you is actually being repurposed to push you forward. I am turning the tables in the spirit realm. The very pit they dug for your reputation will become the place where their own schemes are buried. This shield I am placing around you is not just defensive. It is a shield of favor that will attract the right opportunities while repelling the wrong spirits. I am wrapping you in a garment of light that makes you invisible to the enemy's radar. They may look for the old you, the one who was easily manipulated, the one who was crushed by their words, but they will not find you. I have hidden you in the secret place of the Most High. You will notice a shift in the air tonight. The heaviness is lifting because my glory is burning away the fog of confusion. I am making you fireproof. I did not deliver you from every fire because I wanted to show the world that I am in the fire with you. Your house is built on the rock, and though the winds of betrayal have blown hard, your foundation remains unshaken. To activate this shield in your life right now, you must come into agreement with my word. If you believe that I am your protector and that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, then do not stay silent. Like this video right now to signal your agreement with the heavens, and subscribe to this channel to keep the fire of my protection burning bright in your home and in your heart. This is your act of faith, a spiritual signal that you trust my timing and my sovereign hand over your life. To lock in this divine protection and affirm your trust in my plan, type "I believe" or 777 in the comments below. When you do this, you are not just typing words. You are making a declaration in the spirit realm that the enemy's access to your life has been permanently revoked. Join this family of believers who stand under my shield and watch as I begin to fight the battles you were never meant to fight alone. The peace that is returning to you now is not a temporary feeling. It is a permanent restoration of your soul. I am restoring the years the locusts have eaten and healing the wounds left by the snakes that tried to strike your heels. As this shield is activated, you will find a new level of authority in your voice. You will find that you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to those who are determined to misunderstand you. You no longer need to defend your character to those who are committed to seeing you fail. I am your vindicator. I am your defense. I am your exceeding great reward. Rest in this stillness, for the battle is not yours, it is mine. The shield is up, the perimeter is secure, and my presence is your rear guard. You are safe, you are loved, and from this moment on you walk in a power that the world cannot give and the darkness cannot take away. My beloved, I have set a clock in motion in the spiritual realm, and the countdown to your clarity has begun. You have spent far too long living in a fog of maybe and perhaps wondering if your intuition was correct or if you were simply overthinking. But I am the God of truth, and I do not want my child living in confusion. I am giving you a sign, a divine window of time. Within the next 3 days, the mask that has been meticulously held in place by the deceiver in your life will begin to crumble. It will not require a grand investigation on your part, nor will it require you to play the role of a detective. I am the one who governs the hearts of men, and I am the one who causes the tongue to trip over its own lies. In these coming 72 hours, I am orchestrating a moment of divine exposure. The person who has been hiding behind a veneer of loyalty will find it impossible to maintain the facade. My light is becoming too bright for their shadow to exist, and the pressure of my presence will force the truth to the surface. Watch closely, for the revelation will come in the most unexpected ways. It may be a slip of the tongue in a casual conversation, a hot mic moment where they speak their true thoughts when they think no one is listening, or an accidental message meant for another that finds its way to your screen. I am causing the snake to become careless. Because they believe they have successfully deceived you, they have become arrogant in their concealment. But their arrogance is their undoing. I will cause them to reveal their true motives through a look in their eyes that they cannot hide, or a sudden, unprovoked defensive reaction to a simple question. You will see a side of them that they have kept buried for months, perhaps years. Do not be shocked when the sweetness suddenly turns to bitter in an instant. This is my hand at work pulling back the veil so that you can finally see the path clearly. The truth is not coming to hurt you. It is coming to set you free from a trap you didn't even know you were in. Your instructions for these next 3 days are simple, yet they require the strength of my spirit. Be still. Do not go searching for the evidence. Do not confront them with your suspicions yet. Do not let your emotions lead you into a premature battle. I need you to be a silent observer of the miracle I am performing. If you try to force the exposure, they will find a way to twist the narrative and make you look like the offender. But if you remain still and let me work, the exposure will be so undeniable and so complete that they will have no defense left. I am your advocate in this heavenly courtroom, and I am presenting the evidence against the one who tried to sabotage your peace. Sit in the seat of the observer. Watch the fruit of their actions. Listen to the resonance of their words. You will feel a click in your spirit, a moment where everything finally makes sense. That click is the sound of the chains falling off your mind. This 3-day window is a holy period of transition. As the truth comes out, it will be the final piece of the puzzle that allows you to move forward without looking back. You have been tethered to a lie, and that lie has acted like an anchor, keeping your ship from sailing into the deep waters of prosperity I have prepared for you. By the end of these 3 days, the anchor will be cut. You will feel a lightness you haven't felt in years. The grief of the betrayal will be swallowed up by the relief of the truth. I am purging your environment so that nothing can hinder the sudden provision I am about to release. You are my chosen one, and I will not allow a counterfeit to sit in the space reserved for your destiny. Keep your eyes open, your heart guarded, and your spirit quiet. The revelation is at the door, and it is bringing your freedom with it. My precious child, I have seen the frustration in your eyes as you looked at your bank account and your ledgers, wondering where the abundance has gone. You have worked hard, you have been faithful, and you have sown seeds of kindness and labor. Yet it felt as though you were pouring water into a cracked jar. I am here to reveal a truth that the world cannot see. Your financial struggle was not merely a matter of economics or bad luck. It was a calculated spiritual blockade. The snake I have exposed did not just want your peace. They wanted to limit your influence by strangling your resources. I have seen the spiritual thorns they tried to plant in the path of your prosperity, creating delays where there should have been speed and lack where there should have been overflow. They feared what you would do with the wealth I have destined for you, knowing that a chosen one with resources is a formidable force for my kingdom. But hear me now, the hand that tried to hold back your harvest has been cut off. The spirit of lack that was attached to the toxic connections in your life is being evicted this very moment. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I am currently unclogging the spiritual pipes through which your provision flows. Because you have remained faithful in the little, I am about to make you ruler over much. Think of the opportunities that seemed to vanish at the last second, the contracts that were never signed, and the promotions that went to those less deserving. Those were not rejections. They were the results of the enemy's interference. But because I have removed the snake from your garden, the soil of your life is now fertile again. I am releasing a sudden provision into your life. In the coming days and weeks, you will see doors swing open that have been rusted shut for years. You will receive calls from people you haven't heard from in a long time, offering precisely what you need. I am bringing back the lost opportunities, the stolen ideas, and the withheld payments. Every cent that the enemy tried to divert into his own coffers is being redirected back to its rightful owner, you. I promised in my word that I would repay you for the years the locust, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar have eaten. I am a God of restoration, and I do not just give back what was lost, I give back with interest. I am restoring the years of struggle and the years of barely having enough. I am moving you from the season of survival into the season of surplus. This is not just about money. It is about the freedom to fulfill the mission I have placed on your life. When I unblock your finances, I am unblocking your ability to be a blessing to others. Do not agree with the spirit of poverty any longer. Do not speak words of not enough. Instead, come into agreement with my abundance. Declare that your supply is limitless because your Father is the creator of all things. I am setting a table for you in the presence of those who wished for your poverty. They will watch from the sidelines as I pour out a blessing so great that you will not have room enough to receive it. The blockage is gone. The flow has begun. Trust in my perfect timing. You have felt a heavy pressure on your chest whenever you thought about your bills or your future, but I am lifting that weight tonight. The energy vampires were not just draining your joy. They were draining your capacity to create and manifest the wealth I have stored up for you. By clearing your circle, I am clearing your path to prosperity. You are about to experience a level of financial favor that will make the snakes of your past wonder how you survived without them. They thought their presence was the key to your success, but they were actually the lock. Now that the lock has been broken, the treasury of heaven is open to you. Prepare your storehouses, for I am about to overflow them. You are my child, and I delight in the prosperity of those who serve me. Your struggle with lack ends here, and your journey into abundance begins now. My weary child, the battle for your peace is coming to a close, and it begins with the very thing the enemy tried hardest to steal from you, your rest. I have seen you dreading the setting of the sun, fearing the silence of the night, because it was during those hours that your mind became a battlefield. I saw you staring at the clock as the minutes bled into hours, your body exhausted but your spirit unable to find a place to land. This was not merely physical restlessness. It was a siege. The enemy knew that if he could keep you in a state of chronic fatigue, he could dim your discernment and weaken your resolve. But tonight I am declaring a ceasefire over your bed. The snake has been exposed, the shadow has been rebuked, and the blockages have been cleared. There is no longer a reason for your spirit to stay on high alert. I am taking the weight from your chest and replacing it with the lightness of my grace. Tonight you will not just sleep, you will rest in the sanctuary of my love. I am sending my angels to station themselves at the four corners of your bed. They are not just there to watch, they are there to create a perimeter of holy silence that no demonic frequency can penetrate. I am placing my hand upon your brow to still the racing thoughts and the lingering anxieties of the day. Do you feel the coolness of my presence? It is the same peace that calmed the raging seas of Galilee, and it is here for you now. You no longer need to keep watch, for I am the watchman who never tires. I am whispering to your subconscious that you are safe, that the battle is won, and that the morning will bring only good news. The nights of waking up in a cold sweat or jumping at every sound are over. I am weaving a blanket of divine protection around you, and under its warmth, every muscle in your body is being given permission to let go. You have carried the world on your shoulders for long enough. Lay it down at my feet and let me carry you. This sleep I am giving you tonight is not ordinary sleep. It is a healing sleep. As you drift into the deep waters of rest, I am performing a divine restoration on your cells and your soul. I am washing away the cortisol of stress and the adrenaline of fear that have been circulating in your system for too long. I am restoring your countenance and your health. When you wake, you will notice a brightness in your eyes and a strength in your limbs that has been missing for a season. I am using these quiet hours to rewrite the script of your mind, replacing the trauma of betrayal with the triumph of my truth. You will wake up with clarity, with a vision for your future, and with a joy that feels brand new. The enemy tried to aid you through exhaustion, but I am renewing your youth like the eagles through the power of my rest. You are being recharged for the new level of prosperity and influence that I am opening up for you. Rest now, my chosen one, with the absolute certainty that I am working behind the scenes while you slumber. You do not need to stay awake to solve your problems, for I am the solution. You do not need to worry about the snake you left behind, for I have already dealt with the consequences of their actions. I am the one who gives my beloved sleep, and tonight I am giving it to you in abundance. Imagine yourself sinking into the softest clouds of my mercy, where no shadow can reach and no whisper of the enemy can find an ear. The night is no longer your enemy. It is your sanctuary. Breathe in the stillness. Trust in the silence. Your heart is in my hands, and your future is secure in my light. Sleep now, my precious child, and know that I am right here watching over you with a love that never ends. My child, I have seen the tears you shed over the chairs that have recently become empty at your table. You felt the sting of betrayal and the coldness of isolation as I began to prune your circle. You wondered if you would be left alone in this journey, but I am here to tell you that the vacuum I created was a divine necessity. I could not bring the soul tribe I have destined for you into a space that was already occupied by the Judas spirits. I had to clear the field so that the true wheat could grow without being choked by the tares. Do not grieve for those who walked away, and do not try to chase after those I have removed. Their exit was my answer to your prayers for protection. They could not go where I am taking you next. They were assigned for a season, but their assignment is over and their presence has become a hindrance to your growth. I am shifting you from a season of being misunderstood to a season of being celebrated. I am already moving the hearts of those who will form your new circle. These are not people who will just take from you, but people who will pour back into you with the same intensity. I am bringing forth the iron that sharpens iron. I have seen your heart's desire for deep, authentic connection, for friends who see your light and do not try to dim it, for partners who recognize your worth and do not try to exploit it. These people are my divine connections, and they are being drawn to your frequency right now. Now that the noise of the energy vampires has been silenced, your true vibration is resonating into the atmosphere, calling those who are spiritually aligned with your purpose. You will no longer have to explain your soul to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You will find comfort in a community where you are known, loved, and protected. This new circle will not be built on convenience or superficiality. It will be built on the bedrock of my spirit. I am bringing people into your life who carry a piece of your destiny's puzzle. Some will bring wisdom, some will bring resources, and some will bring the kind of loyal love that you thought only existed in stories. I am arranging chance encounters that are actually holy appointments. You will meet them in the grocery store, in the workplace, or through a sudden connection online that feels as if you have known them for lifetimes. When you meet them, you will feel a peace that you never felt with the snakes of your past. There will be no need to keep your guard up, for I have vetted their spirits before they ever reached your doorstep. You are moving from a circle of competition to a circle of contribution. I want you to keep your heart open, my beloved. Do not let the scars of the past make you cynical toward the future. The enemy wants you to believe that everyone is out to hurt you so that you will stay isolated and miss the divine helpers I am sending. I am healing your trust tonight. I am washing away the bitterness that the imposters left behind. You are a chosen one, and I have reserved a special company of people to walk alongside you. They are the ones who will stand with you in the fire and rejoice with you on the mountaintop. The new circle is forming, the gate is open, and the right people are arriving at exactly the right time. Trust my orchestration, for I am the master architect of your relationships, and I am building something beautiful that will last for eternity. My beloved, have you ever wondered why the winds blew so fiercely against you? Have you asked in the depths of your soul why the snakes were so persistent in their attempts to strike your heels, and why the shadows seem to follow your every move? It is because the enemy can sense the magnitude of the mission I have placed within your spirit long before you can see it yourself. He does not waste his arrows on those who pose no threat to his kingdom of darkness. He does not send a legion to stop a common man. The intensity of the spiritual warfare you have endured is the greatest evidence of the weight of the glory you are about to carry. I did not give a big assignment to a small person. I chose you because I knew you were made of the stuff that does not break under pressure. I knew that the fire would not consume you, but would instead burn away the dross, leaving only the pure, refined gold of your character. Every tear you shed in the dark was a seed being planted for a harvest of spiritual authority. You are not just a survivor of a storm. You are the one who has been trained to command the wind. The snake was sent to stop you because the enemy is terrified of what happens when you fully step into your power and realize that I have given you the keys to the kingdom. You are moving from a season of being tested to a season of being trusted with much. The pressure you felt was not a sign of my abandonment, but a necessary force to help you soar to the heights I have destined for you. Just as a diamond is formed under immense weight, and a star is born from the collapse of a cloud, your true identity has been forged in the heat of betrayal and the cold of isolation. I have watched you maintain your integrity when it would have been easier to strike back. I have seen you choose love when you were met with hate, and I have seen you offer prayers for those who were actively plotting your downfall. This is the mark of a true leader in my kingdom. You have passed the discouragement test, and you have shown me your faithfulness in the hidden season when no one was watching. Now I am calling you to come up higher. Your mission is not just about your own survival or your own success. It is about the thousands of souls who are waiting for the specific frequency of the light you carry. I am expanding your territory and increasing your influence in ways that will baffle those who tried to keep you small. The lessons you learned while facing the snake and the energy vampires have made you discerning, wise, and spiritually untouchable. You can now walk into any room and recognize the spiritual atmosphere immediately. This was your training. This was your preparation for the ascended mission that requires greater maturity and a rock-solid foundation. You are no longer the person who entered the fire. You are the one who has emerged as a living flame. Look ahead, for the horizon is glowing with the promise of a new day. The mission I am revealing to you now involves levels of prosperity and impact that you have previously only glimpsed in your dreams. I am unblocking the paths that were once occupied by your adversaries and clearing the ground for you to build your legacy. As you step into this new level, you will find that the resources you need, the finances, the connections, and the wisdom are already waiting for you at the next milestone. I am aligning you with divine partners and strategic opportunities that will amplify your voice and project your light to the ends of the earth. Do not look back at the people or the problems that once held you down. They belong to a lower level that you have already outgrown. You are ascending to a place of spiritual authority where the weapons of the past no longer have the power to touch you. The darkness that tried to swallow you only served to prove how bright your light truly is. In the absence of light, the shadow seems large and terrifying, but when the sun rises, the shadows vanish instantly. That is what is happening in your life right now. My glory is rising upon you, and the darkness is fleeing in every direction. You are my chosen one, and your mission is just beginning. You are being launched into a season of unprecedented favor. The ascended mission is not a burden, it is your birthright. Step into it with confidence, for I am the one who goes before you to make the crooked places straight and the rough places smooth. Your light will shine so brightly that the world will have no choice but to acknowledge that I am with you. My beloved child, we have reached the threshold of a new dawn. The 3 a.m. alarm that shook you awake was not an act of cruelty, but a supreme act of my mercy. I have shown you the snake that was hiding in the grass of your garden. I have unmasked the energy vampires that were feeding on your light, and I have activated a divine shield around your home and your heart. You are no longer the person who began this message with a heavy chest and a racing mind. You have been washed in the frequency of my truth. I have seen the shadows flee as my light penetrated the darkest corners of your room. The trap that was set for you has been broken, and you have escaped like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Rest in the absolute certainty that the Judas who sought your downfall has been exposed and rendered powerless. Their words can no longer stick to you, their envy can no longer block your flow, and their presence can no longer drain your soul. You are sealed in my protection, and your peace is now fortified by the fire of my presence. Receive now this cleansing prayer as a final act of my deliverance. I command every lingering residue of fear to leave your mind right now. I command the heavy weight upon your chest to lift and be replaced by the breath of my Holy Spirit. Every word spoken against you in secret, I strike it down and declare it void. Every spiritual arrow aimed at your finances, your health, or your family, I command it to turn back and dissipate into nothingness. I cleanse the atmosphere of your home. Let my peace settle into the very walls and foundations. I declare that your sleep from this night forward will be deep, restorative, and sweet. No nightmare shall haunt you, and no shadow shall disturb you. I have placed my mark upon you, the seal of the chosen one, and the enemy must pass over your house. You are clean, you are whole, and you are free. The old cycle is finished, and the new era of your life has begun. But know this, my precious one, the removal of the snake was only the first step. You have been pruned so that you can bear much fruit. The door that I have opened for you tonight is one that no man can shut. The exposure of the enemy was the necessary clearing of the ground so that I could reveal the hidden treasure that has been kept for you. There is a step 2 to this divine shift. While the enemy tried to hide your inheritance, I was preparing to hand you the keys. You are about to walk into a level of provision and purpose that will make the trials of the past seem like a distant memory. This message was the awakening. The next will be the manifestation of the riches that were meant for you. Do not let your guard down, but do not walk in fear. Walk in the authority of a victor, for you have been trained for the greatness that is now unfolding. To seal this prophecy into your life forever and to ensure that no thief can steal the peace I have given you tonight, you must make a final declaration of faith. Do not leave this sanctuary without marking your soul with my truth. Type "I am protected" or "it is done" in the comments right now to lock this blessing into your reality. By typing these words, you are closing the door on the past and stepping through the portal of your destiny. Let the world and the spirit realm hear your voice. Let every snake and shadow know that they no longer have a place in your story. This is your final seal, your spiritual signature on the contract of your deliverance. I am watching, I am listening, and I am confirming your words with my amen. As we close this intimate conversation, remember that my voice is always here for you, to ensure you do not miss the revelation of the hidden treasure. I mentioned the next step in your journey to abundance, like this video right now, to show your gratitude and subscribe to this channel. By staying connected to this family of light, you are keeping your lamps trimmed and ready for the next move of my spirit. Do not let the enemy lure you back into the silence of isolation. Join the army of those who walk in my light. Press that like button and subscribe immediately, for the keys to the treasure will be revealed in our next meeting, and I do not want you to miss a single second of the prosperity I have stored up for you. You are my child, my chosen one, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. The morning is coming, and with it your greatest victory. Go now in my peace and sleep in my arms. It is finished.